Yes, and here we are for episode 43, my really late update. Yes. I had a good camping trip. Oh, thank you, air conditioner. Yes. Anyway, here we are. We found Bondsley for the second time. He's actually come with us this time. Yay! Yeah. Anytime now, we'll be able to sneak up on him. Be able to grab him. Anytime now. Keep sneaking. I don't think it really need to sneak up on him, but I suggest it. I never tried running towards him. Yeah. He had like a pixelated shadow. Yes, and he's like, fine. Chase me from the ends of this whole region. Might as well just come with you. Yeah, I always find Bondsley at Oasis Pokespot. You know, I don't know if it's coded or it's pure coincidence. Yes, using all of ONBS's user resource can find it. That's why it's not a computer file. It is a frickin' Pokemon that looks like a bonsai plant. It's not. It's very hard to find. And not to mention it's like a foot 8 inches. Yes, you probably have a better chance at walking in the middle of the desert and tripping over it to find it other than your sources of computer technology. Yeah, so as soon as you leave the Pokespot, you'll manually teleport back here to give us the Bonsly card for Battle Bingo. I'll show you how to do that after we beat Cypher's Lair. Anyway, I was going to collect my Pokeblocks since I no longer need them up there, and my mirror radar went off. Yes, finally explained how to do this. This is one time required to actually use your mirror radar. So, yeah. Collect these. Thank you very much. And they called him the King. My Forrest Gump voice is very bad. Just like what Lieutenant Dan said about my mama. I don't know, whatever. Going back to Pirate Town, we're actually going to find him in Pirate Coliseum. That's where he is, find him in Pirate Town. You can find him at pretty much every Coliseum. And occasionally at Pokespots. Yeah, you'll sometimes find him at the Cave Pokespot, I believe. And, yeah, and he's either at Welcome Tower, he'll be in Royal Coliseum. I suggest skipping him if he pops up there, because he's going to be like the third battle, and everyone's going to be having like level 40 Pokemon. Yours is probably not even close to, you know, getting close to 30 by now. Yeah. So, yeah, most of the time he always pops up in Pyrite, which is kind of boring since he's like battle number 3, and everyone else has like level 12s. Because you're supposed to battle this first time it came through Pirate Town, but I completely skipped it since I really like battling Coliseums. It's too, yeah, it's kind of dull like what Stadium was. I only did Stadium, you know, because I was sort of dared to. Held at gunpoint, if you catch my drift. Hence the name. Yeah, kind of boring. Anyway, this person has a Smoochum, Teddy Ursa. Yeah, there's like 4 different trainers they'll start. Yeah, she's like, yeah, because there's 4 different sets, 4 different trainers you can fight, so like they keep it rotating, so yeah, so she has 2 Pichus. Yeah, no, that battle really didn't go that fast. Not even without even the edits. There's only like 5 seconds before those. Anyway, this is number 2. Anyway, like I said, it'll be 4 sets, it'll be 16 trainers in total. 16 different trainers. 4 sets of 4 different trainers. And, well, 17 counting my Group B, but he'll always be like number 3, I believe. Yeah. So this guy, he has the Golden Trio, which of course is the, you know, the oh so popular Johto starters. Starts with Totodile, which is down. Chikorita. Yeah, I believe there's another person in the rotation that has the Kanto starters. And he has Inquill, of course. Anyway, here we are in number 3, semi-final. Yeah. This time I actually won't cut anything away. Like I was trying to say, so like if you beat these 4 trainers, go again, you'll face another set of 4 different trainers. Another set of 4 different trainers, another set of 4 different trainers, and you go back to the first set you battled originally. So it'll be the guy with the Golden Trio and Teddy Ursa, Smoochum, and Pichu person. Not Mirror B though, because he gets randomly thrown in there with the Mirror Radar. Only if you're missing a Shadow Pokemon like we are, because remember, we're missing his Nose Pass, which we'll finally snag now. I have you now. Problem is, if you lose to him or you beat him, he will go away and won't be able to rebattle until he randomly pops up again. Which, like I said, it's, you know, I don't think it's based on time. I think it just randomly happens. It's very, very obnoxious. Yeah. Thunderbolt. Lombre gets thundershocked. Lombre fainted. Oh, poor Lombre. Okay. And next, what do you have? You have Voltorb. Not a Shadow Voltorb this time. And he's Growl on us. Still required to fight him 4 times if you want to get all the Shadow Pokemon. But he's actually required to move in through the story twice. Which I would suggest, well, there is a post-game story which you won't be able to do if you don't snag his last Shadow Pokemon, which will be after you beat the final boss and catch all the other Shadow Pokemon. I'll be showing that later. Let's see, Nosepass. He's like, hey, look at me, I'm pointing north. Not really. There's my Pokedex entry. Really, I do absolutely nothing with my nose at this point in random directions to say, hey, that way's north. I guess. Hey, you're lost. Not my fault, I'm just a Pokemon. We're standing in the middle of the Bermuda Triangle. Yo, there's no north here. No, we're actually on that Predator planet. You know, the one that they tried putting a leaf and stuff on, it didn't go anywhere. Yeah. You know, obscure movie reference. I'm pretty sure no one was paying attention to that part. They're like, okay, where's predators show up and start killing people, collecting their spines. Yeah. Which I think that's a little too scary for this Rated E game I'm doing an LP of. Yeah, in the future I'll up the USRB rating a little bit. By a little bit I mean probably a lot. Anyway, things are going to get a little more violent later in my LPs. You'll see eventually, it's going to be a while. Yes. I see nothing but E-games down the horizon. Which, you know, fun E-games, not like, you know, Barney's Learning Center. Which I'm pretty sure that's CE games. Or, no, C3. That's actually the lowest USRB rating, is actually like one below E, which is like C3 or something like that. It's basically for children 3 or younger. Yeah, which I thought was funny. And then E will be 6 to 10. E10 plus will be 10 to 13, I believe. And teen will be 14 to 16. And M will be 17 up, and then A would be, I think that's 20 or 21 up. No, I think it's 18 actually. Yeah, 18 up. Yeah, I don't know. It's randomly started by USRB ratings. How I basically memorized the ages. Anyway, yes, we got his Nosepass. Let's completely ignore the Shadow Pokemon snagging, which is important because I'm doing, you know, the whole pseudo 100% run. I'm basically going to catch all the Shadow Pokemon, purify all the Shadow Pokemon, finish the story, mount battle, which that's a little long way off, and all the battle CDs, and I'll do 1 game of Battle Bingo. Yeah. Which Battle Bingo is a little sooner. But yeah, this person starts with plus 1 mine them. Hate them because they have static and they can paralyze you every 4 seconds. Drives me nuts, I tell you, drives me nuts. Like a squirrel. Which is a flying squirrel Pokemon coming in. Next generation. Yes. Plus hold is down. Yeah, it was all 3. Okay. That was the finale. And what do you have to say? Perhaps winning, yes, blah blah blah. Gets us a decent amount of money, and she gives you TN31. What does TN31 hold? Yes, they give you amount of money depending on how many people you manage to beat. So you actually can just like win 1 battle, and then you'll be able to go through it. Yeah, you actually get money for it, but I think you only get the team if you beat them all. But it costs money to come in though, so not a profit you make, depends. And you know, if it's ready to purify, so there's a bunch of other Pokemon, which we're going to go to next. Yes, not a lot of story progression here. It's tying up some loose ends. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to purify some guys. We're going to continue on to cyberspace, which we'll finally be able to finish the next couple episodes. Well, yeah, next 2, we're going to get pretty far. Then episode 46, I have to face that. Probably 46. I don't know, maybe 46, 47. I have to face that boss. And I absolutely do not want to face that boss. I do not like that boss. That's the only boss in this game I cannot stand to fight. The one I say is probably the hardest boss ever. History of all time. Well, in this game, there's harder bosses in other Pokemon games, like Misty always gets me trouble. You know, you'll see that if I ever do Fire Red. Maybe, maybe not. Never tell you anything. Well, except for the last episode, I'll tell you my probably tell my LP in the last episode of my previous LPs. I'll be like, hey, we're gonna do we're gonna do Echo the Dolphin. No, we're not, because I've never played it. I don't even know if it's a real game. Apparently it is. I did not know that until one of my friends told me about it. Yeah. I thought it was something he just made up. It's like, no, Echo the Dolphin is a real game. Like, oh, it is. News to me. Yeah. Yeah, so I never played it, so that's my one LP rule, is that I have to play through the game at least 3 times to know what I'm doing. So hopefully by 3 times I'll not overlooked, you know, I wouldn't have overlooked any major detail. Like, it took me to my second playthrough of Fallout 3 to figure out how to do multiple hits on bats, because I completely skipped the tutorial. Because I don't think they said anything I just read through the manual. You know, that's what I do before I get a game. I always read the manual first. No one else, my friends, do that other than me. I'm the only person I know that does that. I sit down before we put the game in the tray. I open the manual, read it, figure out what I'm doing. Which makes tutorials even more boring for me, because it's like, hey, let's do something you just read about, but, you know, apparently you're a visual learner now, which, well, I am a visual learner, so I guess it's more of a review, sorta. Yeah. Anyway, I'm just playing with my sets right there. Back at cyberspace. Yeah, we're gonna finish this episode right here. A little shorter now, but, you know, whatever. We'll be able to finish this thing off. Next couple episodes, fight the boss. A couple episodes after that, I absolutely hate this boss, so you can see me suffer through him. The guarantee he's going to beat me at least once.